Hi, I'm Sailor, and today I'm presenting our strategic analysis on Ping. So let's get into it. So let's talk a little bit about Ping itself. Ping operates in the global golf equipment industry and has assembly facilities in the United States, the United Kingdom, Japan, and South Korea. The company is widely known for its strong reputation in technology and innovation, especially when it comes to engineering and product performance. The industry itself is relatively stable, but it is highly competitive and has significant barriers to entry. This creates a challenging environment where companies must constantly innovate to stay competitive. Moving on to my Porter's Five Forces analysis. The key takeaway from this analysis is that competitive rivalry is very high, while the threat of new entrants and supplier power are relatively low, and buyer power and substitutes fall somewhere in the middle. Overall, this shows that while the industry is competitive, there are still some protective factors for established firms like Ping. Okay, and then we have the Ping industry identification. Ping competes in the golf equipment industry, like I already said, which includes the design, manufacturing, and sale of golf clubs, golf balls, bags, and accessories. The major customers include pro shops, golf retailers, and individual consumers ranging from casual players to professionals. Many of these customers, especially higher income golfers, frequently replace or upgrade their equipment. Now, what does this mean for profitability? High competitive rivalry increases costs because companies must constantly invest in innovation, marketing, and endorsements. At the same time, buyers have many choices, which limits pricing power, and substitutes like other recreational activities can reduce demand. However, low threat of new entrants and low supplier power provide some protection. Overall, the industry has moderate profit potential, meaning firms can be profitable, but must work hard to maintain it. Now, let's talk about key trends that are impacting Ping. There are several key trends shaping this industry. First, golf is growing, especially among young consumers and just like young players in general, which creates more demand for equipment because they've never had golf equipment before, so they're spending all their money getting all the equipment they need to play. Second, technology and innovation are becoming increasingly important. This is both an opportunity and a threat, since Ping must continue to keep up with their competitors. Third, e-commerce is growing, allowing companies to reach customers more directly, but also it increases overall competition. And finally, economic conditions play a big role since golf equipment is a discretionary purchase, meaning demand can drop during certain times. Now we have our opportunities and threats. On the opportunity side, growing participation increases demand, premium products allow for higher margins, and online sales open new channels. Then on the threat side, competition is intense, there is constant pressure to innovate, and economic downturns can reduce consumer spending. Looking ahead at the future, the industry is expected to continue growing, but success will depend on innovation and adaptability. Ping will need to maintain a strong digital presence and continue investing in product development. At the same time, managing costs and responding to economic conditions will be critical for maintaining profitability. So, Ping's core competencies, they have a few. First is custom club fitting, which allows them to tailor products to individual golfers. Second is their engineering-driven approach, which supports continuous innovation. And third is their strong brand reputation built over decades of producing high-quality equipment. Together, these help Ping maintain a competitive advantage in this industry. So now we have strategic action. One important strategic action Ping should take is expanding its digital marketing and influencer partnerships, especially within the YouTube golf community. As more consumers rely on online content for purchasing decisions, building relationships with influencers can help Ping reach new audiences and strengthen its brand. So, investment recommendations. Based on this analysis, I recommend investing in Ping. We said yes to investing. The company has a strong brand reputation, a focus on innovation, and operates in a growing market. While there are risks from competition and economic conditions, Ping's differentiation strategy and engineering capabilities position it well for long-term success. Additionally, its low exposure to new entrants and strong control over costs further support its ability to remain profitable. So overall, Ping represents a solid long-term investment with strong growth potential. Thank you for listening to my presentation. Bye.